Hello, my name is Rafael Seiz Ortiz, and in this learning video about academic writing, we're going to see some general strategies that will help you write good academic texts. The contents are as follows. We will see some strategies for structuring the text and to make the structure clear. We will have a look at paragraphs are the building blocks of the structure of the text, and some strategies regarding grammar, spelling and vocabulary, which is very important in academic writing. And we will finish with some online tools that can help you. The objectives are to get familiar with some fundamental strategies to write good academic texts and to know how to give a clear structure to academic texts, because structure is of prime importance in academic writing, and to get to know some useful online tools. Let's start with some strategies that you can use to structure the text, the academic text, before starting to write your manuscript, and also during the writing. You have to read a lot of sources, and it is very important to take notes of all your readings and think of ways of giving structure to the different ideas, for example, in a separate document, in a kind of draft, not of the manuscript, but draft of the ideas, and you incorporate the facts and ideas into groups. For example, you see similarities, differences, patterns, topics, questions, and you put them on a document. You cut and paste the notes in a separate document that includes the reference, and then you group your readings, all the ideas that you read, into piles or groups. And it is very important to brainstorm ideas for structuring your writing from the beginning. It's very important to write an outline before writing the manuscript, and also to consider more or less the number of paragraphs you need to give the important information. And you organize it in topic headings of each one. And also sometimes you use different dots for each piece of information and reference required. Some ideas to write this previous document that will help you write your document then later are tree diagrams, mind maps, flowcharts, or different online tools that you can find on the internet. It is very important, as I said, to make the structure clear. Academic texts must be clear and logical. What does it mean? It must be very easy to see the structure of the ideas and the concepts. And the ideas and everything that you include have to fit together in a logical flow of ideas and concepts. How can this be achieved? For example, some ideas. You can use the end of your introduction to show the structure of the text. This is very useful. This is a very useful strategy. And also you can use headings and subheadings to clearly mark and separate the different sections to make the structure very clear. And of course you can use topic sentences at the beginning of each paragraph to show the main ideas, and also to link back to the previous paragraph and forward to the next paragraph and the next group of ideas or things, aspects that you are dealing with. It is very important to show the connections between sentences. The beginning of each sentence should link back to the main idea of the previous text, and also have to flow with the rest, with the following paragraphs and sentences. And here it is very important to use connectors. This is important. To use conjunctions, linking words, connectors, to show very clearly and very clearly the different links and connections between the parts of your writing. paragraphs are very important to organize an academic text. Each paragraph could be considered as a mini essay with a three-part structure. The beginning is a topic sentence or introductory sentence. It says what the paragraph is about or important the topic of it. Then the body of the paragraph would develop this topic sentence, giving definitions, examples, classifications, explanations, contrasts, and similarities, etc. And then we normally find, not always, but sometimes a concluding sentence at the end of the paragraph that is very important for complex or long paragraphs. And it doesn't include new information, but it summarizes the most important points or point of the paragraph. And it may provide, very important, a link to the topic sentence of the next paragraph. That would be very good to keep the flow of ideas in the academic text. Regarding grammar, spelling, and vocabulary, these three concepts are very important when writing an academic text. You have to use, of course, you have to be correct, very correct. Accuracy is very important in the use of grammar, spelling, and technical vocabulary. And of course, you have to improve your vocabulary every day, looking up technical words in a dictionary, because this is normally not very easy to use very specific words in the right way. A good idea would be to build up a personal glossary. Although there are some tools that are very useful. For example, you have to use the most widely academic vocabulary and expressions, and we have here a document which is online. It was developed by the University of Manchester in the UK, and it is called the Academic Phrase Bank. It's a large document, but very well organized, where you can find basically the most important phrases and expressions that you can include in the different parts of your academic text. And it's very important also at the end of the process to revise the grammar, spelling, and vocabulary at the end of the writing process, not at the beginning. First, you have to review the content, and then at the end of the process, you have a look at the grammar, spelling, and vocabulary, which is the form of your manuscript. And of course, you can use some online tools, not only for the revision, but also for the whole writing process. Here we have some links, some websites where you can find very interesting resources. The last one is an online writing lab from the University of Purdue in the United States. Online writing labs are very useful online tools that help professional, technical, and academic writers, which are native speakers of the language. That is, they are very useful collections of resources and tips and support material to help you with your academic writing. So it is very important to understand that academic language has specific characteristics, and it is very important to use different strategies to write academic texts. And a clear structure is a very important thing. And last but not least, use correct language, expressions, and vocabulary. Thank you very much for your attention.